Okay, and let me get into the actual page so I can link it to you. Just give me a second. Here we go. Right. Where do I link this? I'll link it over Steam, actually. There we go. That should be it. So, I decided to wear the assless traps armor just because it's funny.
Oh, you're playing Dark Souls?
Yeah, Dark Souls. I'm wearing the assless traps. Actually, it's more like assless traps when we die. It's okay.
I should probably turn off the volume on YouTube so I don't get the feedback. Wow, you're on fire. That's such a perfect look for you, Watercloak.
Yeah, oh god! Well, maybe just wearing like adult diaper with legs is probably not going to do me too well, actually. But
Yeah. Probably stay out of reach to the guy with the giant freaking sword. That'd be another thing to do. I am so terrible at Dark Souls. It's just, and I remember playing Kingsfield, I think. Wasn't that like one of the first games in the series that kind of like evolved into this?
Yeah, I think Kingsfield was like, kind of similar to Dark Souls in a way.
Yeah, I sucked at that too.
I basically suck at like every single Souls title, and it's okay though. I can do gaming shit like this. It's alright.
I just love how the environment looks really amazing, but yet you look so like almost like you're not part of it when you try to roll and stuff and do all these arcadey movements and such. It just, you look like you're not even part of it. I love how they do all that, really spend all that time in that realism, but yet when it comes to the actual, even the bad guys, the enemy movements look just kind of janky. Like they're not even part of the environment. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah. I only had to use like 5 Estus Flask uses during that time. I probably should have believed that message when it said there was no illusion ahead, but I don't know. I'm too drunk to be rational. Okay, I'm gonna do what I want. And by too drunk, I mean I took like 2 or 3 more sips of this wine, and I'm like, I suddenly have this shit. Grab this hotline. I actually helped fight dodge. So, tactic is to press the circle button once. Supposed to press it.
It wants to be shiny. It's from Moana. The crab from Moana. Moana. I don't remember. I don't know her name. Mona.
Mona Lisa.
No.
Oh, yes,
Calling her Mona makes her sound like she's like working in a diner. Should be working in a diner somewhere instead of on the ocean.
I'm just reminded of Persona 5.
I've never played that, actually. There's a lot of games I haven't played.
there's a cat character in Persona 5 named Morgana, and they call her Mona, and it's like, they're pretty cool. Half the people who play the game, if not more, seem to think they're fucking annoying. I'm like, dude, it's like, I like this character, fuck off. They appeal to me on a basic level.
I like how ignorant of save spots NPCs are. You'd figure if there was a constantly burning fire that characters were always going to save their progress and make it so that they could revive and restart from that position, you think they'd be camping that sucker, but they tend to just ignore it. Like, oh, we don't see that point where that guy keeps coming at us from like all the time after we kill him. Nope. We'll just leave that alone.
It's not hurting anything by being there, it's the guy using it that's hurting them. He can't use the save point if he's dead, and they're like, well, he can't use the save point for his no save. Shut up! And then they hate that person because he spoke the truth.
Is that red glow BO? Do you have BO Watercloak?
Probably.
Did you not freshen up before coming in? You're not wearing your axe body effect?
I do not know. I probably should get some axe bodies right here now.
Watercloak stream is not in any way affiliated with axe body effects, nor has he received any compensation.
I wish I did, because then
yeah, I know, right?
then I may not be poor.
I will sell out and say whatever you want. Just give me money. I have no scruples. I have some
even
scruples.
advertise Raid Shadow Legends, damn it.
I have some scruples, but you know they're flexible.
Scruples don't matter. What matters is having food.
Yeah, exactly. It's once you get to a point where you have a decent amount of food and shelter and all that stuff, then if you keep taking money and selling out, then it starts getting problematic. But you know, if you're doing stuff to survive, as long as you're not hurting or killing anyone, yeah, you're fine. You know.
Yeah.
Does depend on the company. Like, I probably wouldn't sell out to the Chiquita Banana Company, who've been known for over 100 years supporting ultra right-wing hit groups, assassin groups. I wouldn't go that far, but you know, I might make like a.
Is Agent 47 one of the people they support?
Right. Now, apparently the I can't remember if it was the United Food Group. There was their company was some name beforehand, but in Colombia, what they basically been doing is they've been hiring ultra right-wing conservative assassin squads, basically to guard their crops and influence others to maybe do things like sell land. You know, like they want to buy land, and so these people go around threatening homeowners to sell their farms for like really cheap. And for the longest time, you know, they played innocent, like we don't know what's going on. They finally owned up to it, got charged, you know, a couple $100 million, which to them is a drop in the pan, you know. And it's like, it's crazy that it's a banana company, man. Chiquita, they're the ones with that, you know, cute girl and the sticker. Yeah, them. Bananas. Go figure. Yeah, it led to like a civil war and a genocide at one point. That's just how messed up. And to a large.
I guess they called it Banana Republic for a reason. Jesus fuck.
Exactly. That's actually where they got the name. Ow! I just hit my knee. But yeah, that's where they got the name. Well, it also has to do with that being a lot of their outsourcing. You know, where their crops that they sell, their production. But you know, it's companies going to these areas and try to sidetrack your game. Yeah, we're playing a game here. It's called Dark Souls. It's really dark and depressing, so we're just gonna make it even more depressing by talking about real life stuff, which you absolutely didn't come to the stream to hear about, I'm sure.
Hey, talking about banana Republic, to live by the die by the
speaking of bananas, what is going on here?
Well, I
Nice,
just
nice
reenacted
segue, right?
Jonestown's with a sword, so...
Yeah. Another Banana Republic where that all took place. So yeah.
Jonestown was the greatest end result of the Banana Republic War of 2033, where look,
Here we are talking about Jonestown. Man, it's crazy. I miss these times.
Jonestown Springs Water Company, because the key, whatever it is, Banana Company was not bad enough.
You guys have somebody decorated their house like this? I'm sure there's somebody out there who has a house decorated Dark Souls style, and I'm sure that they didn't even know about Dark Souls' existence. They just decorated it really bleak and gothic just because they have a thing for it.
I mean, let's not even begin to count the fact that maybe Resident Evil houses. If you look at Resident Evil 7 and the DLC for it, it's kind of directly inferred that the fucking Baker's house was always this fucking maze, basically, on one of the doors, they even have the door the fucking stupid insignia lock on it. And I sit here the Bakers were apparently just really reclusive. They were nice before the events of the game, but they were still really fucking reclusive as the thing. It's
yeah. Well, that's like the police station in Resident Evil 2, the original, not the remake. But I suppose the remake too. I don't know how accurate a depiction compared to the original game is. But I remember playing.
They swapped the places of Marvin and Ben. We'll just say. Not their location, but their part in the story. We'll just say.
I remember playing the game when it first came out. And at the time, my friends and I, who I was hanging with at the time, had played the first game, and one of our favorite things, it was myself, my friend Joe, my friend George, his fiancée Tanya, and George's mom. And we would all gather in this dark family room, and we'd play Resident Evil, and we'd take turns controlling the character, and while George's mom would sit there, she'd hide her face while watching this because she was scared of this game, but she'd watch between her fingers. It was funny. So we were really into Resident Evil. I remember the first time you come up out of that underground lab, and you go down the pathway, and you get to the rear of the house. You go inside, and it flips back to the lab. And it shows something in the lab, waking up or coming at you, and it comes through the hallways, up the ladder, down the pathway, and you're like, oh crap, something's coming towards us. And then it turns out to be one of those hunters. Scariest still, I don't really get scared by games ever. Movies and games, scary movies and scary games, never really had much of an effect on me. I just watched them for entertainment. Well, this scared the crap out of me. It was just so well done. So by the time we get to Resident Evil 2, we were really invested in this series. We were like, yeah, it's a new Resident Evil game. The first one, we loved it. This game, I still feel that while the first game is a classic, if you've never played a survival horror game, you play Resident Evil, even as dated as it is, it still has a lot going for it. Just because of the mood and the story and everything going on. But the second one, it was just so much better cutscenes, better gameplay, better story, in my opinion. And I just remember, we were so invested in it, and I remember going up to the police station and just being really amazed by, because it was basically the mansion part 2, being amazed by this setting. I couldn't believe how much research and work must have gone into the artistry and designing the architecture and the layout and all that stuff. But at the same time, I remember thinking, this is the weirdest fucking police station I've ever seen.
I mean, it was
Who puts a statue? Huh?
It was actually a museum that was repurposed into a police station.
Oh, see now, I never knew that. Whether it's because it's just been so long since I played it, because I haven't played it since it first came out. Whether it's been so long, or I just wasn't paying attention at the time, which is possible. I didn't realize that. That makes much more sense. Thank you. That, mystery solved, and it only took 25, 30 some odd years to find out. I could have Googled it, but hey, I'm lazy. Too lazy to even Google.
It's like kind of the reason why the ammo is in like these really hard to reach and obtuse places is because fucking the police chief is like, I want people to die here because I'm invested in growth. How do I do this? Oh, let's take away their ammo and put it in like the most obtuse fucking places where, I'll know where it is. Shit.
Why even put ammo? Why? That's the other thing I always wondered. Why was this? I think there must have been just to mess with people. Like troll. The guy was a massive troll. Because otherwise, why would you leave all this stuff out in such obvious places?
I think it's in part because, I think the reason why he left it like the really unobvious, like, just hidden in like the weirdest fucking places. I think was actually because, Umbrella, like he was like the entire town was basically an Umbrella experiment. If I remember right, or he was like in bed with Umbrella basically. And he's like, I basically is just invested in covering up what is going on as they are.
Yeah.
So, like, fucking, like, I'm not gonna kill them outright because it's just gonna be too suspicious. I'll just fucking bleed them for ammo and let them fucking have to search, like, in the middle of a toilet just to get a single revolver bullet or some shit. What's worse, getting eaten by a zombie or reaching your hand into the remains of Chief Burnside, whatever the fuck his name was, lunch.
Okay, so what are you looking for here?
I'm looking for the place I must go and find that, and I actually don't know where the fuck I'm going. Oh god!
Hey, watch out for this guy.
Why are they firing? It's fucking mean.
Yeah, go after, just aggro all of them.
That's a good idea, actually. I should. Oh god, there's even more speaking of the devil.
You should probably get out of there. There's like another one at you. Yeah, you got like a whole
2 HP.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Oh shit! Jesus, take the fucking
Stop! Just keep running. Oh, good. Yeah, get away from that tree. Oh boy. Yeah, you're not good. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm believing myself, and that's what.
I like how you spend all that time rolling around on the roof like la-di-da, and then like you go down there and 2 minutes later you're dead.
Well, it's because I basically dragged the attention of every single guy with a flamethrower towards like fucking try down the air kids. You believe in me? Oh god! Jesus, I believe in you. Take the fucking wheel. Okay, now I gotta be careful about this. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna try and go up here. I'm gonna kill this man. He's dead. And I'm gonna kill this. Oh god damn it, there's like instantaneous. Jesus, help me.
Just like, run. Just like take off. Don't bother with them right now. Go back. Wait. Do they ever not aggro? Did you lose aggro?
I mean, they do de-aggro a lot of times in this game, but that's also not always the case. They'll usually hunt your ass down to like the ends of the fucking earth, in my experience.
Well, at least that's realistic. But you're gonna get in trouble.
Okay. To be fair, that time it's because my Tourette's was acting up to the point where my eyeballs were closed for maybe about like 90% of what was happening. I did pretty good for a 90% blind person. Hey, once more with feeling, no fuck at the staff now. I'm gonna freeze them with my sword. Oh god! Alright, pro gamer strats, here we go.
Nice.
This is gonna be a pro gamer move. I'm gonna kill this guy again.
Looks like you might have someone coming up behind you.
Shit, I know. Die!
Yeah, I saw him in the corner of my eyes to turn around. But should be okay. You got another one coming down. I would just like always assume, yeah, there's one behind you. Two more.
Sorry about that. My mom was talking to me. Oh, god damn it, she's talking.
That's fine. You get that guy.
And it's okay. Even if she doesn't want to be on stream, I guess she's like being on stream now. I gotta go eat food in a minute here, though, as soon as I kill these guys.
Yeah, I do too. But thank you for the stream. Just kill this guy. Kill this guy. You got one more guy, I think.
He's up there.
All right, nice. Oh, you one guy there. Alright, don't lose your nerve now.
Oh god! Jesus, help me! God!
This guy, yeah, you're gonna need to.
Hang on. There's two more. It's like every time I kill one of them, another two guys pop up like, "Hey, buddy, what's up? We're here to kill you." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks." Like the fucking, I could fucking do it myself, but thank you for trying to kill me for me. God, I've always wanted to die. This is like a great birthday present. Like, you know, like fucking 10 days late and shit.
Okay, you got two more up there. Don't go. Don't get cocky.
I'm not. Oh God.
Spirit guys really suck. Yeah, you need to get you some health. Nice. Okay.
There's another one. God damn.
Yeah, you got this.
Not good enough. Okay, so. Oh, Jesus Christ, is that a fucking dragon? It's not a fucking dragon. I just heard. Oh, wait, no, it's a guy with the torch. Oh, there's another guy for whom spears me, so I guess I might. It's goddamn. What used to be a simple cleanup operation is now turning into disinfecting the entire area. It's like, you ever had that happen? You know, you're just fucking.
It's all right. Just pretend you're the coronavirus. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
That was a terrible joke.
Kung Flu is honestly the best way. Quite honestly. Ow. It's like, okay, this really is a case of like, you know, kill one and there's another fucking cockroach.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just found their
Two more.
You found the nest
Oh, watch out,
boy. Oh, God damn.
Watch out for your health. Dude.
When
Oh,
you
get
find
cocky.
a fucking nest of cockroaches after trying to do a simple cleanup, and
You got three. You might have a little too much there, dude. A little too many there.
I know. Shit.
Back up.
That was a failure of the fucking charge. If he's any other ways, he's gonna disappoint me. Oh God, his friend isn't as disappointing. Come on, kill me! Oh Jesus! No, don't! Well,
Careful.
my attempts to taunt him into killing me backfired tremendously because he actually took me seriously. Well,
Careful. Ah, dude, you were doing so good. You were doing so good. Hey, you did a good job. Look at how many you took out. You know, it was impressive.
Yeah,
Alright, well.
Like the fight of 100 men black belt type shit like this. Alright, well.
Well, thank you for streaming. That's a good point to leave anyways.
Yeah.
And I will talk to you later. I gotta get
I'll
going
catch you
too.
later, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and
Bye.
get food. See ya.